In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we have our first chance of free potential opportunities to gain promotion to the first tier of Colombia. We take on Expreso Rojo in our second phase final over 2 legs. If we get the job done here, then we are going straight up. Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to Shaun Does FM. If you are new to the channel or returning and you have not done so already, then please do subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell on. It is greatly appreciated. So when we were last here in episode 32, we played the game against Orzo Marzo, and off the back of that, Deportivo Pereira tripped up in their following game, which meant that was all we needed to qualify for this final that will take place today. When we left, we weren't sure who we were playing, but as you can see, it was Expreso Rojo. They got up on goal difference over Real Santander, and it was only 2 points covering all 4 teams in that group, a really even group. But it will be Expreso Rojo who we will take on over 2 legs today. In terms of past history with this team, we played them away from home earlier on in this phase of the season, back on the 1st of September, and we scored a 3-0 win. First league is away in this episode, and in the first half of the season, which was a long time ago now, back in late March, we beat them 1-0 at home. So we have got 2 wins out of our past 2 games with them. Hopefully that keeps up today. If we lose these 2 ties on aggregate, then we will have to play these guys again in a proper promotion playoff. Ideally, we will get the job done today, so that is not needed. A quick recap of the 2 games since you were last here. I won't show highlights because there isn't really any point considering the situation that we got ourselves into. Atletico Huila, this was a 0-0 draw. I'll quickly show you guys the stats for both these games though. You look at those and we were really unlucky not to win this game. 17 shots, only 4 on target. That's what cost us. They had 2 shots, both of these on target. But in the end, we couldn't take our chances and it was a 0-0 draw. We put out a mostly first team lineup for this. Jean Labastides was out with the flu, so Murillo got a start. And then we rotated very heavily for this Deportivo Pereira game away and still came out with a 3-0 win. A really good performance this. The choo-choo train getting 2 goals, an early penalty amongst those. And then late on, off the bench, Lucas Bisozzi in the last minute picked up a goal. As you can see by that starting 11, apart from Sandoval in goal, a completely rotated team who did a really good job for us. You also notice we put our youngster Zuluaga out on the right wing, and he did a really good job as well. 24 shots, 12 on target, a much better ratio, and a really good performance coming into this, albeit with a bunch of players who probably won't feature today. So off the back of that, we are going to get straight into things. As I said, if we win these 2 leagues on aggregate, we will be going up automatically, and we can also do the end of season review today. Obviously, if we don't go up, we don't win this tie, we will be coming back for another episode against the same team. As you would expect in a game of this significance, TV coverage, you can see that Expreso Rojo are playing a 4-3-3 in very similar format to us. There's our 4-3-3. It is the team we've been using for the most part. Acosta is starting at left back. He was really good in that last game, and he's just a little bit higher rated in star rating than Quernu, so we're going to go with him. That's the one position I've been really torn about, as well as obviously up front, Bisozzi and for Venegas. Early on though, Expreso Rojo get us on the counter here for Ramiro. And they take that down the right. A good early chance. Suarez trips him up pretty cynically. And it will be an early free kick. Now this could be dangerous. It will be Pineda putting this in. He whips it in. It is cleared by Sinistera Perdomo. Ties us up. We are in the mostly white today for this away league, and Expreso Rojo in the grey. Nothing coming from there for 2 minutes, but now we have a long throw. Roman puts this in. The goalkeeper Ramirez is able to tidy it up nicely. Hopefully the sound is okay today because I'm recording this from a different location than normal. One of the people I live with has just got back from a fishing trip and is cleaning up his boat nearby where I usually would record the audio, so I don't want it to be too noisy. Now Costa, a nice ball, Marulanda. Oh, that's a gift, and the shot's been blocked. It was parried away from the goalkeeper, the first cross from Acosta, I think it was. But then the ball fell to Maralanda, and it was a really good chance, but it was blocked by a defender, and it remains 0-0. Suarez tries to put a cross in here. It is blocked. Goes back to Edmonds Green. That is the highlight, still 0-0 after coming up to 5 minutes, and we've got yet another highlight, so I can't take a breath yet. Acosta with the throw-in. It's a bullet one, straight to Asperia and Mendes. They look to start something on the counter. They've gifted this to Maralanda. Here's a shot, but straight at Ramirez. Probably would have been better off squaring that. But it remains 0-0 as we come up to 10 minutes. Free kick right on the edge of the box here to Expreso Rojo. Edmonds Green clears it with his head. Perdumo's going to beat a slightly slow Maralanda to that. Once he got going, his pace was alright, but he just started a bit slowly and realising that ball was available for him. And now Expreso Rojo look to build from the back. Their Lasso, we've got our Lasso on the bench, I believe. Mendes play it back to Orozco. They are just knocking it about nicely here, Expreso Rojo. They take us on down the right, beat our man. Perdumo has a volley, but it's blocked nicely by one of our defenders, and Reyes now will get the ball back. And once again, they look to build. Reyes and Gomez back to Esprilla. That is the highlight after 20 minutes, still 0-0. A corner. We are coming up to the half-hour mark. Can we get a goal? Acosta puts it in, headed away from Esprilla. It's straight out to Ramiro. It's cleared. It will only go as far as Loman, though. This is probably one of his first touches of the game, I think I've seen. Usually a player who's quite heavily involved for us. He works his way in. Sinistera into Olego. Desozzi, lots of blocks in that effort from some shots. Some really good chances, but we can't get past their defence. They look like they are very solid at the back at the moment here. Expreso Rojo, Suarez with a good block. Lorman, now he plays forward to Labastides, and hopefully this is a highlight. He's off inside our half. It's a good tackle though from Gomez for them. It goes back to Expreso Rojo, and that's the highlight, still 0-0 after half an hour. And not long after that, a free kick to us. Acosta whips this in. Basozzi beaten in the air, and Mendes is going to get to this. And both our defenders are just retreating here, but a good tackle from Roman, albeit it's going to go straight out to Perdomo. Hopefully he can make another good tackle outside of the box. No, he's beaten this time. Perdomo with a shot straight at Sandoval though, and it will remain 0-0 after 32 minutes. Okay, we are still 32 minutes gone. We have a highlight here. Labastides with the ball. He goes in the box. It's a tackle, not a penalty. Out to Roman. Sinistera has a shot blocked. Hopefully this is looking alright because it's a bit choppy from my end, but still 0-0 after 35 minutes. Dides has it blocked. There's another cross. Maralanda went for it. I think that ball was supposed to find someone like Labastides. Hasn't happened, and it is still 0-0 as we approach half-time. In a game that stat-wise we've dominated, but we haven't been clinical enough up front. The likes of Labastides and Basozzi not doing much, especially, and it will be 0-0. So as we said towards the end of that first half, it was pretty good in terms of stats, but we haven't been clinical enough. Lots of shots being blocked. You can see our XG actually really good. We should have put something away, but being an away league, I'm not too disappointed if we can get that goal. I think we'll be okay. We'll give the boys a bit of a rev up and tell them that wasn't good enough, however. And they seem motivated. We'll leave things as they are, but there's definitely some room for changes if some of these front three don't get their act into gear. And it will be Expreso Rojo kicking off, playing left to right in the second half. They knock it forward early and nothing coming from it. Still 0-0. It is a corner after 48 minutes. Can we get a goal, which I feel we deserve? It is headed clear, but only out to Acosta, the corner taker. Labastides in the box, back to Acosta. Finds Sinistera with a shot. It hits the post, and we can't get to the rebound because we were offside, because the referee's given it a really good chance, our best of the game, but still 0-0 after 50 minutes. We are now in the 54th minute, and the ball is kicked forward by Expreso Rojo into Sandoval. And a nice light blue number today. He drops the ball to his feet, plays it out to Martinez. They have a bit of 1-2. They trip over each other. This looks like it could be dangerous. And we've found Maralanda. Luckily that happened. I would have been a bit filthy if something came of that. Now Maralanda works his way in the box. Squares it up for Labastides. It's a wide open header and he's put it over the bar. Deary me, we're having lots of chances, not putting them away. Still 0-0. And we are up to 60 minutes. I am going to make some changes. Labastides tired, not playing well. We'll bring the young gun, Zuluaga, on for him. as well as Venegas up top. We'll bring him on for Basozi. Neither of those guys having a great game. Maybe Harlan Suarez is next on the chopping block, but we will see if those two changes can make anything happen. Still half an hour to go. Hopefully we can get this goal lead that I feel we deserve. Free kick, 65 minutes gone. Acosta whips it in. Zuluaga can't quite get his head to it now. Who's going to win that race to the ball? It is Roman. Acosta finds Marulanda just on the edge of the box. Venegas, it's a good save from Ramirez. Venegas, God, he's in a goal drought at the moment. He really does struggle to score. Maybe I was a bit early in taking Basozi off, and that is nearly gone in the back of the net too. Somehow that scramble, Ramirez is kept out, and we can't get a goal. Still 0-0 after 70 minutes, and we will make our last change. Harlan Suarez not having a good game. We'll bring Caicedo on for him. I think that will do for now. We'll just make that change in that particular position. Tell the boys to fire up. 20 minutes to go, still 0-0. 81 minutes gone. We have a throw in deep in our own half here. I really hope we can get a goal because we have thoroughly deserved it, but Zuluaga gives the ball away there. And now it's Expreso Rojo who will try and get us on the counter. Boy, I'll be disappointed if we let this slip because we have thoroughly dominated, and it only takes one chance. Reyes for them. He finds Perdomo. Squares it. It's scrambled away. That was almost like their goal that they kept out. Or towards our end, we had a chance that they kept out. It remains 0-0. We're going to go attacking here because, geez, we deserve to win this. It isn't the end of the world, but I would really like to get a goal here. Edmonds Green gets a yellow. I'm hoping that will not be the end of the world in terms of the second league, but it looks like it's going to peter out to a 0 draw here. So it will be all to play for in the league at home, which is a bit disappointing if I'm being honest. You look at the stats and we should have really scored there. Sinistera, I felt, had the best chance. That was a clear-cut one that we saw, but we did have a few other chances. I couldn't tell who was actually trying to score the goals because it was a bit of a scramble, but the goalkeeper, Ramirez, if we look at his rating quickly, he is 7.7, the best player of the game, so he's kept them in that there. And it's all down to 90 minutes at our home ground. We will come back for it in a second. Okay, so here we are for the home league. Only the one change I've made. Hernan Venegas I have decided to bring in. We did score more goals when he was starting in that game 2 back against Deportivo Pereira. The Expreso Rojo team also looking very similar. He's got more goals than Basozi, even 22. Considering his injury isn't bad, so we'll give Venegas a shot in a team that he has played in more regularly than Basozi, but otherwise same lineup, and hopefully we can be a lot more clinical than we were in the first game. Venegas through early, but the shot is blocked. Good start, but still 0-0 after 2 minutes of the second leg. It is a throw into Expreso Rojo in the 20th minute. A very quiet game so far. Perdomo out to Reyes. Back to Pineda. He puts a ball in. Oro is in, and he's put it past the keeper, and we are 1-0 down early. We just don't show up in these important games, it seems. This is really poor from us so far. Nothing happening. It's a good ball from Perdomo. Oh, sorry, not from Perdomo. Reyes played this back to Pineda. Was the ball, and whoever that defender was has completely lost his man. I'll try and click on him. It's Edmonds Green. Not good from him, and we are 1-0 down early. We need to start firing very soon, otherwise this team will have a bit of a psychological edge on us, perhaps, when we face them in the actual promotion game, of course. I do want to win this trophy, though. It would be a real shame if we weren't able to do that, considering how good we've been this season. But 25 minutes gone, we're 1-0 down. But now we have a long throw. I was going to say corner, but not quite. Acosta rips this in. Labastides is looking to get his head to it, but it's punched out from the keeper. He can't quite get there. Back to Suarez. Sinistera tries to play a through ball. It doesn't reach who it was supposed to. It's out to Edmonds Green. Now forward to Acosta, so we're still going here. Back to Urlego on the edge of the box. Acosta, they're knocking it about. Suarez fires onto it, but it hits the post. Having the worst luck today. And it's out to Diolo, the goal scorer. Reyes. And that is the highlight. Boy, we've been unlucky. It remains 1-0 to Expreso Rojo, but we have a long throw. Acosta puts this one in. Cut out, but he will recollect it and hopefully put a ball in. Finds Marulanda right on the edge of the box. Urlego across, but Labastides kind of runs away from the ball. Martinez keeps it in. Puts a nice ball in. But no one getting to that either. Acosta now. Putting another ball in. Labastidis will get to that, but he heads it over. It's still 1-0 to Expreso Rojo. And we now have the ball. We're absolutely coming at them after that goal. It's Acosta inside the box. We'll put a ball in. Oh, we won't actually. It's all the way over to Roman. Also on the edge of the box. Maybe we're going to try and get a penalty because that seems to be the only way we're going to score. Maralanda, it was a good ball fired from Roman, but the shot blocked. It's still 1-0. And we've got another highlight. Roman with a throw in this time. Puts it in long and deep. Venegas under it's punched out. Sinistera out to Roman. I was kind of hoping to have an early shot there while the keeper was off his line. But Roman to Labastidis. Straight at the goalkeeper. Lots of good chances. Although he was offside, I believe, that time. It's 1-0. I don't really know how. Alright, a throw in right on the brink of half time. Acosta into Venegas. Back out to Acosta. Back to Ulego. He puts it in for Sinistera. He fires one. It's just wide. That is definitely our best chance. But nothing coming from it. And that is half time. I mean, 9 shots to 1. The difference being their goal went in. Really poor from our boys. And Venegas, well, yeah. You're letting me down big time at the moment. As is Maralanda. I think we'll make some subs actually. I'm not happy with how this is going. Been so good this season, but when it counts, we do tend to really crumble. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. We'll see if that gets something going. But I will tell them I still have faith in them. And hopefully Basozi and the Choo Choo Train can do something going forward. We need a goal at least, hopefully 2 to avoid penalties. As it is 1-0 to Expreso Rojo. And it is an away goal. I don't think away goals count, but if they do, then we are in a lot of trouble. As they knock it about early in this first half. Perdomo, Pineda, Gomez. Ulego is on a yellow card. I've not told him to ease off tackles, because it seems like a bit of a waste in a game this important. Back to Pineda. They are really coming at us, but he was offside the Mendes. It will be 1-0 early on in the second half. It is a throw-in to Cucuta Deportivo in the 67th minute. The first real highlight of the second half. It's lobbed in. Ramirez punches it out, but we don't take a shot while he's off his line. That's something I really haven't liked from us. We really do seem to be quite timid today. Suarez now up to Ulego. Now Costa's through here. Here's a shot. Oh, how that's being kept out, I do not know. Ramirez gets his hand to it. Comes off the inside post, but nothing coming. And Sinistera is tired and not playing well, so I think that will be our last change today. We'll bring Caicedo on for him, but not looking good. We need a goal quick, 20 minutes to go. Do have a throw in now. Roman to Labastidis. He gets the ball taken from him, but goes straight to Roman and Labastidis again. He will find Ulego, back to Suarez. We look to knock it about and really build something. Acosta to the Choo Choo Train, but really poor shot from him. Straight at the goalkeeper. We'll go attacking because we need to do something. Still 1-0 down. We have a roll out there from Sandoval. He tries to find the Choo Choo Train. Eventually it happens after they head the ball away to Ulego, I think it was. Now Labastidis having a run down the right. Can we equalise? The Choo Choo Train's pushed and it's a penalty. John Labastidis with 10 minutes to go. Can we equalise? And maybe, just maybe, strike quickly if we do. Labastidis fires it and it's just past the keeper. Not the most convincing penalty, but it will do. His 33rd goal this season. He has been so important to us. And we are back level and with home advantage. Hopefully, oh, I don't know how the keeper hasn't saved that. But hopefully we can kick on now. 1-1. And it is a long throw after 83 minutes. Acosta tries to get into the box. It is headed clear to Lamin or Marin, I should say, and he is off and he's past our defence who just have not reacted. Here's a shot. Sandoval fumbles it, but it is cleared by Suarez and it's a throw-in. Nothing coming. Still 1-1. So we approach the last 5 minutes. We have a free kick after 88 minutes. Acosta puts it in back post. It's punched clear. Nothing coming from it. And now they have a free kick here after 88 minutes. They take it really short. Just knocking it about here are Expreso Rojo. Roman with a good tackle. Now Pineda in the box. Acosta clears this. Is anyone going to get onto it? Oh, chase it, Basozi. You're going to get there, mate. Good God, if he goes earlier, he is 100% making that ball, and instead it will be Expreso Rojo knocking it about from their own end. Bit lazy from us there, you have to say. And Pineda back to Orozco. Pineda yet again. Can we get something? I'd rather not have to worry about away goals here, because I don't know if they count or not. Pineda puts a ball in. Almanza heads it straight at Sandoval. We are coming up to 90 minutes. 4 extra. What is going to happen? Look at the stats. I can't believe we're only drawing this game. And we are going to penalties. Oh boy. Okay, so that is the order that we're going to go in. Labastidas, our regular penalty taker, of course, coming off one. We'll go first, then the Choo Choo Train, Basozzi, Caicedo and Roman. And after that, pretty much goes in order of the best penalty takers along with the most composure. I'll tell them that penalties are a lottery, because they are. I have faith. Hopefully these boys can do something for us. And let's see what happens. We are going to be first with Labastidas. He bought us equal with that penalty that we got late in the game. And he buries that top left corner, sent the keeper the wrong way. And a good start for us here. And it is now their goal scorer, Diolo, with their only shot of the game, remember. But he gets that one in as well. Both the goal scorers sending their penalties past the goalkeepers. And it is now the Choo Choo Train off the bench. Toot or not? He has. That's a wonderful penalty. Bottom right corner gave the keeper no chance. And it is 2-1 to us. Lasso now for them. Can Sandoval produce a save? No, he can't. That's top left corner. Another good penalty. And it is 2-2 after 2 each. And it will be Basozzi, the striker for us. Runs up quickly to take it and slots that nicely bottom right corner along the ground. Never really looked him down once the keeper went the wrong way. Now Pineda. Can Sandoval produce a save? Yes, he can. We're up 3-2. This is much better. If we can get this penalty, they are in must-score territory, and it is Caicedo for us. Runs up to take it. Buries it bottom top right corner. Get your words out, Shaun. We are getting it side. A bit embarrassing that it came to penalties anyway, if we're going to be perfectly frank. But we're in a good position now. 4-2. If they miss, they are out. It is Reyes for them. Can Sandoval produce another good save? No, he cannot. He went the right way, but it's gone top left corner. If we score this, we are going through to the top division without having to play these guys again. And I'm hoping for that at the moment, because, boy, they've given us a tough game over 2 legs. And it is Roman, our right back. Here we go. Oh, you're kidding me. Philippe Roman straight at the goalkeeper. But we still have a chance, of course. That's so disappointing, though. Really poor penalty from Philippe Roman. And it will be Orozco to try and keep this alive for Expreso Rojo. If they get this, the momentum is with them, though. Come on, Sandoval. No, he's gone the wrong way, and all of a sudden that advantage we had is gone. And Acosta, our left back, will step up. He buries that top left. Should have had him in front of Roman, and it is now must-score territory for Expreso Rojo yet again. Naylor is stepping up. Can Sandoval produce another save for us? He's been pretty good for us most of the season. Can he do it when it really counts? Oh, no, he can't. That was a really good penalty, bottom right corner. Don't think he would have got there even if he had guessed the right way. Now, Christian Orlego. Same penalty rating as the other two prior. And as you can see, he buries there. He's got decent composure for a young lad. And once again, Expreso Rojo have to score. And it is Marlin. We are starting to hopefully get to some pretty bad penalty takers. And we've got a pretty good goalkeeper. I'm not sure how he is at penalty saving based on this. Maybe not the greatest. But Moran. Oh, he could have got that, Sandoval. Boy, just passes out a stretched hand. And now it's Suarez. Harlan Suarez. He buries his bottom right corner. Lovely penalty for a player who I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with. I don't really know what to make of him. But once again, It is Expreso Rojo who have to score Alfonso. They are on a good roll now after missing an early penalty, but can Sandoval do something? Or will it hit the post or something else? Alfonso. Oh, why has he dove out the way of that? It was going straight at him. And it is now 7-all after 8 penalties each. And we're now in the centre-backs. Edmonds Green goes up there quickly and buries it bottom left corner. Quite a good penalty for a centre-back. And we continue to put the pressure on them. Really good penalties apart from Romans. Almanza. This is getting very nervy now. Almanza for Expreso Rojo. He runs up. He hits the post and we are through. 8-7 on penalties. We have won our second bit of silverware for the season, and in general play, we should have won this game. 1-all over 2 legs is a bit of an embarrassment, considering the stats from both those games, but we had to take it to penalties, and with home advantage, we got the job done. 8-7. To draw that game is a little bit disappointing, but we will go through. I will tell the boys, though, that we got away with that because we did. And we have won both trophies in the Colombian second division, albeit through lots of penalties. So there is that recap of the penalty takers. I mean, shots. I can't believe we didn't wrap that game up in normal time. They had only very few chances. They took theirs. We didn't. But we have done the double. And I'm just waiting to see. We've got 1.84 million. Yep, happy days. We've won that for the first time. And we've just seen that we are definitely promoted. That is good because you never know in Colombia. It's a bit of a funny one. Angelo, Sinistera, Evans, Green and Martinez tired. Well, that's okay because we can go on a rest now. And us and Atletico Huila have been automatically promoted, considering that they must have finished second in the overall table. And with us winning both phases of the season, there is no need for a promotion playoff, which is very nice. So we will come back for the end of season review soon, but we are going up next season. Okay, so I've had some interesting emails come through, which seem to be the end of season review without actually being the end of season review. Here are awards. Fans Player of the Season, Jean Labastides, hardly surprising, our top goal scorer, followed by Acosta and Roman. I thought Venegas might have got his way up there with his good tally of goals, but apparently not. Signing of the season was Felipe Roman, our right back. He did do a good job. Young Player of the Season, Hernan Venegas picking that one up. And we will look at goal of the season now. It was John Sinistera against Orzo Marzo. I think I might have called this one as being the goal of the season. We'll see if it was. This might have actually been in the first phase final now that I think about it. It is a long throw. Oh, yep, it is too. I know this one. It's the Rocket. Yep, I thought it might be goal of the series. Let alone goal of the season. It's picked up goal of the season. A short throw, and it was a stunner. Lovely goal. In terms of stats, as you can see, top goal scorer Jean Labastides with 33. Maralanda, the highest average rating with 7. That's not a great rating on average. Most assists also went to Labastides, so clearly that was why he won best player. Best pass completion, Edmonds Green passing Suarez, who had that early on to gain that. Most player of the match is Labastides with 12. Harlan Suarez, 18 yellow cards. I still don't know what to make of him. I think he's a decent option, but we might need to upgrade there. Yeah, we'll see. In terms of our best 11, now this is going to be interesting because this is our first full year at the club. Obviously, we joined just before this time last year, and we couldn't quite make that second phase final. Shavira remains in goal. I'll tell you guys about the players who have joined the team. Acosta is now at left back. Suarez goes into the midfield, along with Maralanda as a midfielder with Caicedo. That is interesting. And Labastides takes the right wing spot. Otherwise, lots of players I'm not sure about. Gills was a player who we sold, of course. He's still there. And Salas, a player we had on loan. He is also in there. In terms of subs, Sandoval straight on the subs bench. I imagine he's going to take place in this team as long as he remains at the club. Edmonds Green is also on there. Jean Sinistera and Venegas also on the bench. So we've done a decent job there. And the other thing of note, of course, is that we did finish the league season unbeaten, winning 36 of 46 games and drawing 10. Another unbeaten season in the league for us. We tend to do those, which is a pretty good feather to have in our cap. And we have just gone up ever so slightly in terms of our reputation, now up to 2.5 stars, and we are still studying for that Continental B licence. Hopefully some teams might find us a bit attractive, but it would be interesting to see how this team gets on against the top division sides, because I do feel like we were a bit better than that division this year. So here is our club vision for next year. They want us to remain in the wage budget, and pretty much it's just stay in the league by the look of it. In terms of the top division, that's all I can see. I'm actually going to accept that, because why the heck not? We'll just look at the club vision. Yeah, they just want us to be in the top tier. Okay, now we've got our transfer budget, and this is a lot more than I was expecting. We are going to get $4.44 million to spend. I was under the impression it was going to end up being something like $600,000, so that promotion has clearly done a good job for us. As well as a bit of extra money, we did earn some thanks to our under-19s winning the Colombian under-20 competition as well, and they are in the Copa Sudamerica for that, for the under-20, so that is quite nice. In terms of players that we've already got coming in, there are quite a few that we've already snapped up, young players. Joining at the start of the year, we've got Devay Montaigne, a 18-year-old defender / midfielder, 1.5 star rating with 3-star potential at the least. He's probably a player who's going to immediately go into our under-20s. I've got to get that right. But a player who can add some squad depth. Most of these players are. Gustavo Doy is a midfielder. He's 18 years old from Peru. Similar rating. So once again, a player who's probably going to live in our under-20s for a little while. One, Camilo Garcia's 19-year-old attacking midfielder from Colombia. Another player we got on a free. He's a little bit better than the others. 2-star currently with 3.5-star gold potential. He's a player who might be on the fringes of having the odd appearance in the first team. Obviously, next season it might be something that we don't do quite as much. We might have to bring in some better players. We'll see once we actually get promoted how the player ratings actually look. And Sebastian La Torre is a striker who we've also brought in, another 18-year-old from Peru. You look at him, he's a pretty decent little player. 1.5 star rating with 3 potential. He'll be in the under-20s for his first part of the club, and if he develops well, we'll give him some first-team opportunities. But these are all players who, on free transfers, hopefully we can, at the very least, make a bit of a profit on. And we've also made an offer to Samuel Iguaran, a attacking midfielder, also from Colombia. He is 3-star with 3.5 potential. He would be in the first-team picture without a shadow of a doubt. Hopefully he accepts his contract. So that is how we're looking. Now that we've got quite a bit of money to spend, this transfer window could be very interesting. Now, before we also go today, seeing as that end of season review didn't happen as I was expecting it to, we've got a mini one, I suppose. We'll have a look at the jobs on offer, and as you can see, not a lot of overly interesting ones in terms of actually winning something of meaning. You look in the Premier League, it's jobs Sheffield, Brighton, Bundesliga, Hoffenheim. We may as well stay here at the moment, I think. Keep going down, and there isn't a lot that's really getting me excited as of yet. Now, this could change. Obviously, with Europe, they're still about halfway through their season, so it's not a great time to be picking up a job there. South America, maybe. Hoffenheim are in the Europa League and do have Cristiano Ronaldo as their manager, so that's interesting. He'd obviously be a potential coach under me, but I don't know, I think we might be better off just staying where we are at the moment. If anything does come up, we'll see what happens. In terms of Colombia, we have still applied for the Atlético Nacional job and haven't heard anything. We'll quickly have a look at what they are looking like budget-wise. They've got 23 million. It's a little bit more than what we've got, so maybe if that job came knocking, we would look at it. As I mentioned, they did make the Libertadores this season, got knocked out by a sole point in the group stage, and then knocked out in the quarterfinal of the Sudamerica. It seems like a natural step up, but having beaten them in the cup, as I said a couple of episodes ago, maybe we're just better than them anyway. And they are currently 1-0 up in the top tier final. If they were in the Copa Libertadores, then that might be enough to trigger me to go there. So I still think this job, maybe when we come back next season, we might have changed clubs. Obviously, some of you guys will probably be disappointed if we did hop over to Atlético Nacional, but we are here to win Champions Leagues, and they've got an extra 20 million budget-wise on our boys. That's quite tempting, especially if they are in the Copa Libertadores. They'll get some even more money. Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, we'd still have to get this job as well, so nothing is certain. But yeah, that is probably the one job that we're still keeping on over the, I was going to say summer break. It's winter in the Northern Hemisphere, isn't it? Being from New Zealand, I'm used to saying summer break. It is where I am, so dang it. So we'll keep an eye on it over that summer / winter break, depending on where you are from. But that will do for today's episode. We have got promoted to the top division. I imagine we're going to be in the Colombian top division next season. Whether it's here or at Atlético Nacional remains to be seen. Or, of course, another team might come in for my services. It's unlikely, it hasn't happened yet, but we will see. So, if you did enjoy today's video where we got promoted to the top division after a tense final against Expreso Rojo, then please do hit the thumbs up on today's video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on that notification bell to find out when the next video will drop. Being in the off season now, it might be a few days before the next one comes out while I get things organised, especially if we're going to a new team. And until the start of next season, enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.